Greetings, welcome back to Black Bear News, where we are discussing climate change, abrupt climate change, and things adjacent. And if you are watching this channel, you're probably smarter than the average bear. So let's review what's going on with Roger Hallam. Well, this is actually from Monday, September 16th. This is a while ago. Again, I didn't even know this happened until just recently. So, Extinction Rebellion co-founder charged over Heathrow drone plot. I mean, we kind of all know what's happening. A co-founder of the Extinction Rebellion protest group declared Heathrow expansion a crime against humanity as he appeared in court. So, you know, he's basically getting to the root of the problem, the crux of the problem. Industrial expansion, especially an airport, which allows, you know, in fact, you know, necessitates burning a lot more fossil fuels, right? So this expansion of the airport, and all airports, or building all airports, or anything, he's just concentrating on this one, is all of those things alone and together are a death sentence, a crime against humanity, because they necessitate more fossil fuel burning. So he's getting to the root, the crux of the problem is that this shouldn't happen, and they're drawing attention to it by flying drones. And I believe that there was a split. You know, it seems like there was a split in the Extinction Rebellion ranks about doing this, and that was this wise, and there seems to be a split in people's perception over whether this was wise or whether this was. But I think that Roger Hallam is trying to, you know, really ramp up the idea that, you know, we're in a bad place and we need to do something really, really quickly. Unfortunately, what would be really bad is if he was charged with something like a major offense, something that carried a lot of time as a penalty against him, basically taking him out of circulation and taking him out of the equation. And what does that do to the movement? What does that mean? You know, does he become more of a martyr in jail? Does he become like a Julian Assange? Now, Julian Assange is kind of, because he's not necessarily free anymore, he's in jail, he's basically been silenced, and WikiLeaks itself as an organization isn't really, not much is happening. We know that Julian Assange is in a bad way. His health is deteriorating, and he's facing not very good treatment while he's in jail. That's the thing that I question the wisdom of, is if he's doing something that's going to get him put in jail for 5 or 10 years, that really, you know, I don't know that that's a good thing, because I think that really kind of takes him out of circulation. It's one thing to be put in jail or be slapped with a fine, or, you know, go away for a few months or a couple of days or maybe even a year, but I don't, if you're taken out for 5 years, then right at the point where there's a mass awareness out around this, I don't know if that's a good idea. Although I totally support getting in the way of Heathrow expansion. I totally support, you know, shutting down the airport. I support all of that. I don't know. I myself am torn. The action was part of an ongoing protest activity by his climate change campaign group. My climate change campaign group, Extinction Rebellion. No bail application was made, and Mr. Hallam was remanded in custody. I mean, we already knew this. I'm just kind of reviewing. And again, I really I really have a problem with people saying that these are, the Extinction Rebellion and Greta Thunberg are tools of the elites or, the globalists or, you know, I don't know. There's obviously so many raging debates about all of this going on. And some people think that, what she's saying and what Extinction Rebellion is saying is somehow let's fix capitalism or let's give the current system a rubber stamp because we just want to like kind of fix it and make it all nice. That's not at all what they're saying. You totally don't get it. So it's just, not only am I upset that all this messaging is going on, it's kind of it's messaging. It's just like the right wing kind of trying to talk about climate change or what Greta Thunberg is saying or AOC is saying or anybody else is saying about climate change. Like they just don't understand the basic message or the basic even the basic problem. So it's just anytime they open their mouths, they just sound like absolute blithering idiots. And people that say that Greta and Extinction Rebellion are tools of the capitalists, well, maybe unwittingly or something, but they're just bringing the conversation to more people. That's all that they're doing, and they're doing it quite well. And so we should not only applaud that, we should support that. And I don't know if it's just, I don't know if there's a bunch of people out there that are like really want to hold on to climate change as some like weird inner like oh, we're the nobody knows how bad climate change is, and they'll never know now, because if it's too popular, too many people know about it. Oh no, now that they're talking about it in government and TV, that means it's a big conspiracy. That means, people are openly admitting that it's a problem. We need to do something. That means it's a big conspiracy. Now, you guys just, the problem is that it's something that only a few people have known about or were aware of before, and now that way more people know about it, that's not a problem. That's a good thing. The bigger the wider and larger and deeper and the discussion can be about the problem and the possible solutions, the better. And I don't hear anybody talking about all we got to do is replace all the cars with 90% more. That's not. They never say that. They never say anything about that. So if you're trying to kind of spread that like, oh, they're all part of this like new capitalist regime, you're wrong. And you're a liar. You're a straight up liar. So sorry. But I'm just not going to brook that conversation here. This is not directed at anybody in particular. I hear this all the time right now, and I see it all the time, and people leave comments all the time about it. Oh, they're just, whoa, somebody else said it, and they're a tool of the capitalists. Ah. Oh my God. I don't know. That's not what they're saying. And hey, here's this news article. This is pretty cool. Greta Thunberg effect blamed for surprise Austrian election result. 2 days after rallying 7 million protesters across the world by invoking the threat of climate change, Greta Thunberg was credited for motivating voters to redraw the political landscape in Austria. After being frozen out of parliament just 2 years ago, the Alpine country's Greens unexpectedly tripled their support in Sunday's election to win 14% of the vote. That's a good thing. That is a great thing. But I know that people are going to be like, well, the Green, they're just totally corrupted, and their platform is all about just tinkering around the edges, and they want to continue capitalism. They're way more, their message in their platform is way more radical than anything that's in place in any country anywhere. And, in order to further some kind of positive reaction to the problem, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. According to preliminary projections, the result sets up the group as a viable coalition partner for Sebastian Kurz's People's Party, and shows how environmental concerns are moving to the top of the political agenda in Europe. The thematic development really helped the Greens. I'm thinking here of Greta Thunberg and the climate protests. Social Democrats managing director Thomas Drozda said in an ORF television interview, conceding defeat. This is an area where the Greens have had credibility for at least 20 or 25 years. Amid record summer heat waves, funerals for lost glaciers and dying forests, climate change is starting to change European Union politics at the highest levels. German Chancellor Angela Merkel, the leader of the bloc's economic engine, is losing popularity to the country's Greens after being seen as too timid in protecting the environment. And that's right, she is too timid. Glory be. Incoming, and Germany is way farther along than other countries, the United States included. Incoming European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has called keeping the planet healthy the bloc's most pressing challenge. So this is great, right? So the awareness, the attention, the message, hey guys, this is a problem, could possibly change the political landscape, because people are saying like, hey, let's vote for people that actually see this for what it is, a really serious problem. So, I don't see Greta Thunberg's message encouraging more, and I've actually seen this argument that, the bigger the climate change movement gets, the more people are going to be pissed off by hearing this talk, and they're going to vote, right-wingers in office because they're like, screw you. No, that's not what's going to happen. The more people understand that what's going on, the more they're going to be like, hey, who's paying attention to this problem? Who cares about this problem? Maybe we should vote for the people that care about this problem. I don't know. Anyways, I see this as good news. Thank you so much for your eyes, your ears, and your conscience. If you would like to support this channel, you can do so at the links below. Till next time, peace.